Ark of the Covenant is probably one of the best kept mysteries in the world today.
The Ark of the Covenant. A relic lost in time. This is no mere treasure. It's the heart of an ancient faith. A golden chest believed to hold divine power, credited with miracles and shrouded in mystery. Today, we're tracing the Ark's story, from its miraculous origin to its whispered disappearance, from the skeptics who doubt its power to the bold theories about where it might rest today. And by the end, you'll be asking yourself, where could it be now? Back in the desert of Sinai, amid thunder, lightning, and the voice of God, Moses was given a divine blueprint.
The Ark of the Covenant represents the giving of the Torah at Sinai from God.
The Ark was described in precise detail. A chest of acacia wood, about 3.75 feet long, 2.25 feet wide, and high, overlaid inside and out with pure gold. On top, 2 golden cherubim hovering above a mercy seat, where God's presence would dwell. For the Israelites, this wasn't just a box. This was the throne of the Almighty. But what was inside? According to Exodus, it carried 3 sacred items. The 2 stone tablets of the 10 Commandments, Aaron's rod that budded, and a golden pot of manna from heaven. That rod and manna became symbols of divine intervention. Aaron's rod turned into a snake, sprouted blossoms, and defeated rebellion, while manna sustained a nation wandering in the wilderness. So, the Ark was not only holy, it was believed to work miracles. Scholars tell us it was credited with guiding the Israelites out of Egypt, parting the Jordan River, crumbling Jericho's walls, and even slaying Philistines who dared to misuse it. The Ark wasn't just a container. It was the dwelling place of divine power. In biblical narratives, when the Ark traveled, God traveled. His presence was associated with victory and supernatural intervention. Before the Ark, enemies fled. At its touch, waters parted. Around it, walls collapsed. Its meaning was deeply symbolic, the covenant between God and his people, divine authority, the mystery of presence, and a unifying symbol. It linked Moses' flaming theophany on Sinai to David's joyful parade into Jerusalem to Solomon's temple dedication. It was the soul of Israel's worship. The biblical accounts of its miracles are legendary. When crossing the Jordan, priests carrying the Ark stepped into the water, which froze midstream, allowing the people to cross on dry land. At Jericho, priests circled the city once daily for 6 days, then 7 times on the 7th. On one blow, the walls fell. Later, Philistines captured it, but that backfired. They were struck with tumors and plagued with rats until they returned it. But modern scholars often see these as legendary rather than literal miracles. Some argue these stories crafted a supernatural aura to serve faith narratives more than historical reportage. Skeptics consider the Ark a symbolic object influenced by parallel Near Eastern traditions, like Egyptian sacred barks or Bedouin shrine chests. Was it really glowing with divine energy? Or did these stories emerge later, magnified for cultural identity? We might never know. But belief in its powers is woven into thousands of years of tradition. Its last secure biblical mention is during King Josiah's reign in the late 7th century BCE. After that, the trail vanishes. The Babylonian destruction of Jerusalem in 586 BCE likely ended its temple custody. But the Ark's fate is hotly debated. Some believe it was destroyed or taken to Babylon when Nebuchadnezzar looted the temple. However, the Ark wasn't explicitly listed in the spoils, suggesting it may have been hidden. Another theory says it was hidden by faithful priests, possibly even Jeremiah himself. The book of 2 Maccabees describes Jeremiah bearing the Ark, tabernacle, and incense altar in a secret cave before the Babylonian invasion, saying it wouldn't be revealed until God restored Israel. Rabbinic sources also suggest King Josiah hid the Ark in subterranean vaults under the temple. Some even claim the Ark was supernaturally swallowed by the earth, as recorded in the apocalyptic text of 2 Baruch. What happened to the Ark? That question has fueled centuries of theories. One of the most popular is that it was taken to Ethiopia. The Kebra Nagast, a 14th century Ethiopian text, claims Menelik IV, son of Solomon, and the Queen of Sheba, brought the true Ark to Ethiopia and left a replica in Jerusalem. Today, the Ethiopian Orthodox Church claims the original Ark rests in Axum's Church of Our Lady Mary of Zion. guarded by a single monk known as the Guardian. No one else may see it. British author Graham Hancock built his bestseller The Sign and the Seal around this idea, suggesting the Ark traveled through Egypt and Sudan before reaching Axum. While Hancock's ideas gained attention, many academics are skeptical. Notably, archaeologist Edward Ullendorf claimed to have examined the Axum artifact and said it was a medieval construction, not ancient, and likely empty. Another theory holds that the Ark never left Jerusalem and lies hidden beneath the Temple Mount. Rabbinic traditions speak of secret tunnels and chambers built under Solomon's temple. King Josiah may have concealed the Ark there in anticipation of the Babylonian invasion. Today, religious and political sensitivities make excavation on the Temple Mount nearly impossible, leaving this theory unprovable. Some suggest that Jeremiah's cave on Mount Nebo in Jordan holds the Ark. Ancient texts describe him hiding it in a cave there and sealing the entrance. But no known cave has ever been confirmed as the hiding place. Still others turn to Africa again. Among the Lemba people of Zimbabwe and South Africa, an artifact called Ngoma Lungundu, the drum that thunders, is revered as a possible remnant of the Ark or a copy made from it. The Lemba have oral traditions linking them to ancient Israelite priesthood, and some genetic studies show a high frequency of Cohen modal haplotypes among their priests, suggesting ancient Jewish ancestry. More fringe theories include ideas that the Ark traveled to Yemen along trade routes, or was hidden in Rome's Lateran Basilica after being looted. A rabbinic tale claims the Ark's lid was seen in Rome centuries ago, but vanished after a fire. Others say the Knights Templar uncovered it beneath the Temple Mount in the 12th or 13th century and took it to France or Scotland. In the late 1800s, British Israelites even believed it was buried at the Hill of Tara in Ireland, though excavations were stopped without results. Why does the Ark continue to fascinate the world? First, its religious significance. To Jews and Christians, the Ark represents God's covenant, His presence, and His power. Losing it was a spiritual wound. Finding it would be a sign of restoration. Second, its physical composition, a golden chest of mysterious power, is irresistible to treasure hunters, scholars, and conspiracy theorists alike. Lastly, the mystery. The Ark isn't just a relic, it's a story. Its absence invites curiosity, imagination, and adventure. Each theory weaves fact with faith, mystery with myth. Of course, the skeptics haven't been silent. No archaeological evidence has ever surfaced to support any of these theories definitively. Ethiopia's claim has not been independently verified. The supposed sighting in Rome lacks documentation. The tunnels under the Temple Mount remain unsearched. Mainstream historians argue that the Ark's story is less about actual events and more about theological meaning and cultural memory. Some believe the Ark may never have existed at all, but what if the Ark were found? Its discovery could spark a religious and political earthquake. For believers, it would validate thousands of years of tradition. For scientists, it would present a historical artifact of unparalleled significance. Carbon dating, inscriptions, and construction methods could rewrite parts of biblical archaeology. For world governments, especially in the Middle East, it could destabilize already tense religious claims to sacred sites. So here we are, a golden chest, once believed to be the living throne of God, vanished nearly 3 millennia ago. Miracles attributed to it shaped nations. Its disappearance birthed legends on 4 continents, from Ethiopian highlands to Middle Eastern caves, from Irish hills to African kingdoms. But despite legends, rumors, and detective tales, no one has produced the Ark, carbon dated, or opened it. The faithful remain convinced. The skeptics remain unconvinced. And perhaps the greatest truth is this: the Ark's power today may lie not in anything mere humans can wield, but in what it continues to make us seek: evidence, meaning, identity, belief. So here's the question for you. Where do you think it is? Is it beneath the Temple Mount, waiting in stone? Hidden in a desert cave? Sailing a river to the highlands of Ethiopia? Or gone forever, destroyed, invisible, and left only in story? Drop your theory in the comments. Tell me why you believe what you do. And hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Because next week, we dive into the mystery of Noah's Ark. Thanks for watching. The story of the Ark of the Covenant is ancient, but it challenges us today. Until next time, stay curious.